The film opens on a dark, stormy night over Little Whinging. A cat sits silently on a wall, watching a quiet suburban street. Professor McGonagall shifts back into her human form, waiting. Albus Dumbledore arrives, calm yet sorrowful, carrying a mysterious device. They speak in hushed tones about the downfall of Voldemort. Hagrid lands on a flying motorcycle, cradling baby Harry. He's scarred but alive, the only survivor of the attack. Dumbledore explains Harry must live with his relatives, the Dursleys. McGonagall protests, saying they are cruel, but Dumbledore insists. The baby is left on the doorstep, a letter tucked into his blanket. 10 years later, Harry is shown living in misery. The Dursleys treat him like a burden, giving him chores. Dudley bullies him, flaunting his toys and privileges. Strange things happen when Harry gets upset. Glass vanishes, animals escape. The Dursleys grow increasingly afraid of his oddness. Harry notices Dudley receiving piles of birthday presents. He is jealous, but resigned to his forgotten life. Suddenly, strange letters addressed to Harry begin arriving. Uncle Vernon panics, trying to hide them. More letters flood the house, no matter what he does. Desperate, Vernon takes the family to a shack on the sea. Storm winds batter the hut as Harry sleeps on the floor. At midnight, a giant bangs on the door. It's Hagrid. He tells Harry the truth. He is a wizard. Harry is stunned, but deep down, something clicks. Hagrid takes Harry to Diagon Alley. Shops brim with owls, cauldrons, and spellbooks. Harry touches his first wand, sparks flying around him. He learns of Gringotts, goblins, and wizard gold. For the first time, Harry feels he belongs. At Ollivander's, Harry discovers his wand is tied to Voldemort's. Hagrid reveals more about Harry's parents' murder. Strangers whisper the boy who lived as Harry walks by. He struggles with the weight of a destiny he never asked for. The idea of Voldemort lingers, haunting his thoughts. At Ollivander's, Harry discovers his wand is tied to Voldemort's. Hagrid reveals more about Harry's parents' murder. Strangers whisper the boy who lived as Harry walks by. He struggles with the weight of a destiny he never asked for. The idea of Voldemort lingers, haunting his thoughts. Harry boards a train from platform 9 3/4. He meets Ron Weasley, a boy from a large wizarding family. They bond over shared snacks and stories. Hermione Granger barges in, already eager to prove herself. The trio's dynamic begins, awkward but full of promise. The castle looms under the moonlight, magnificent and intimidating. First years gasp as boats glide them across the Black Lake. Inside, the Sorting Hat ceremony takes place. Harry nervously hopes not to be in Slytherin. The Hat chooses Gryffindor, sealing his fate. Draco Malfoy introduces himself with arrogance. Harry refuses his friendship, choosing loyalty to Ron instead. This sparks an instant rivalry that will define their school years. Snape, cold and menacing, immediately takes a dislike to Harry. The seeds of conflict are planted. Draco Malfoy introduces himself with arrogance. Harry refuses his friendship, choosing loyalty to Ron instead. This sparks an instant rivalry that will define their school years. Snape, cold and menacing, immediately takes a dislike to Harry. The seeds of conflict are planted. Harry attends his first classes: charms, potions, and transfiguration. Hermione excels, frustrating Ron, who prefers mischief. Harry struggles, but shows natural talent in some spells. Snape singles him out, humiliating him in front of the class. Harry begins to realize magic is as difficult as it is wondrous. McGonagall introduces Harry to Oliver Wood. She announces Harry will be Gryffindor's new Seeker. He becomes the youngest Quidditch player in a century. Ron and Hermione cheer him on with pride. For the first time, Harry feels like he truly belongs. The trio stumble into the off-limits corridor. They find a three-headed dog guarding a trapdoor. Hermione insists they stay away, but Harry is curious. Ron teases him, saying he craves danger. Mystery surrounds what lies beneath the floor. Strange rumors spread about the Philosopher's Stone. The trio overhears teachers discussing it in secret. Harry suspects Snape is trying to steal it. He becomes obsessed with the danger within the castle. The mystery deepens, pulling them further in. Harry discovers a strange mirror in a forgotten room. It shows him his parents alive, smiling at him. He becomes entranced, visiting it night after night. Dumbledore warns him the mirror does not show truth, only desire. Harry realizes he must let go of what he's lost. Draco challenges Harry to a duel in the dead of night. Ron and Hermione sneak out with him. Filch nearly catches them as they flee. They stumble upon the three-headed dog once more. This time, they realize it guards something important. The trio decide to protect the stone themselves. They sneak past obstacles designed by Hogwarts professors. Devil's Snare threatens to strangle them in darkness. Flying keys swarm the chamber, requiring skill and teamwork. A giant chessboard forces Ron to make a dangerous sacrifice. Harry enters the last chamber, facing Professor Quirrell. Quirrell reveals Voldemort lives attached to his body. The stone appears in Harry's pocket, summoned by his pure heart. Voldemort tries to seize it, but Harry's touch burns him. In agony, Voldemort flees, leaving Quirrell to perish. Harry awakens in the hospital wing, safe but changed. Dumbledore explains why Voldemort cannot touch him, his mother's love. The stone has been destroyed, protecting it from corruption. House points are awarded. Gryffindor wins the House Cup. Harry returns to the Dursleys for the summer, no longer ordinary.